Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Leslie. If you're new here, welcome to our farm, welcome to our home. We are thrilled to have you here. If you're new here, I normally do cooking videos. There'll be a little bit of cooking on this video towards the end. Nothing major today, but we also share our day in the life of, we share grocery hauls, we share farming videos, all kinds of things here on this channel. So it is not a one type channel, it is a little bit of everything. We're just welcoming you into our lives and we are thrilled to have you here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to let you in on a little bit of the frustrations of farming and the frustrations that we walk through. A lot of times we get, are you always this happy? And for the most part, absolutely, positively, yes, we are almost always happy. Even on our bad days, we are still blessed. But there are times that we get frustrated. There are times that things break down and it's just aggravating and things don't cooperate. So we're going to let you in on a little bit of this today. And so we're going to actually go back to Sunday. I'm going to share a little clip from Sunday and just let you in on our lives a little bit. Let you see some things that you don't normally see, because these things, I mean, they happen. Things break down. You see it as things break down. You see Bryant working on things, but this was a little bit different. So we're going to go all the way back to Sunday and then through the week and share with you some of the things that take place here on our farm, and then we'll end up in the kitchen. And so we'll see you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I don't know if it'll bring you comfort that yes, we go through some frustrations, or if it, I just hope it encourages you that no matter what happens, you can push through. God is still good no matter what. So, all right, on to the video. So do I get to tell you a little funny on Pastor Bryant today? It is Sunday evening. Bryant always comes over. We're getting chickens back tomorrow. He comes to make sure the heat's on and everything's working right and the feed's ran, just making sure everything's ready and for the chickens. Well, he came in my car, and what happens is when you pull up, if it's still rolling any at all and you jump out, the locks lock on the door, on the door, including the driver's door. So Bryant has somehow locked not only the keys in the car, but the car is running, or it was, unless it's run out of gas. So it was running, and so I can see how this happens. There's only one problem. Bryant,
yeah.
Can you tell me how many times this has happened to you?
Several. But here's the thing, my wife has a spare set of keys, but they're supposed to be hanging in a location in our house.
And why are they not?
Because she put them in her pocketbook when we went to Charleston.
Because who told me to put them in my pocketbook?
Yeah, I told her to, but I didn't tell her to leave her pocketbook in the car.
Well, that's true, but he knows I always do. So
never fear, Marshall's here, right?
Marshall's here. He's going to get us in the car. And so, yeah, just for the record, I want everybody to know this is not me. This is Bryant all the way. Man, he got the door open in like 2.2 seconds.
Yeah, he's a professional.
He would have lost the bull ride. There goes Marshall. He's the king of the day.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Y'all hear me talk all the time about hay season, hay time. And I'm not talking about hay fever season or allergy season. I'm talking about hay season. And that's what's going down on the farm today. Here comes Bryant. This is called a windrow right here. Daniel's actually putting it in windrows. So you got a windrow here, and that has not been windrowed. So he's coming through. He's just picking that hay right up. And then here comes Daniel putting it in a windrow. And then there you see the hay bale right there where Bryant has dropped it out. There it comes. I'll give you a little look at where we are on the farm. This is one of our fields here. Our house is back over that way. Back that way, but you can't see it. But here's the back of the chicken houses. God has blessed us with some beautiful property. God has been so, so very good to us. Daniel got off and fixed that pile. And there goes another windrow. It must be super duper thick. Okay, everybody, we're out here in one of our hay fields. It is early morning. It is like 6:30 or something like that. And we are actually loading hay. We baled it the other day, or Bryant baled it the other day, and so we're getting it out of the field. Got rain coming this afternoon, so we want to get it out of the field and at least close to the barn. There might be a little dew on it this morning, so we're going to let it set out in the sun at the barn, and then later this afternoon just move it right into the barn. But we have lots of hay bales to get. I drove the tractor over here. Bryant drove the truck, only because I wasn't sure about getting it in the gate, and I can drive the tractor a whole lot easier, but I will be moving the truck while he loads the hay bales. So let's get us some hay bales. One rolled in the trees there.
Alright, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Les and I got started over there in the hayfield pretty early. I can't remember exactly what time it was. I think it was somewhere, I'm sorry about that. I think it was somewhere around 6:30. I don't know if she told you what time it was or what, but anyway, right now what I'm doing, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm taking the tractor and I'm putting the hay bales in the barn. The barn's empty. You can see here the barn's empty. This is the 40 by 60 hay barn. We built this about 5 years ago, and all the hay's gone. We used it for our cows, and we actually sold a little bit of it. So what's happening right now is Daniel and I, there goes Daniel. We're unloading. Let me show you. That gooseneck trailer right there. So we're putting that hay in the barn. Well, there comes Daniel. He's tedding right there. We got, right now we got about 40 acres on the ground. Not quite 40. We've got about 32, 33 acres on the ground. Daniel's tedding this, getting some sunshine on it before we try to bale it. We got another field we're getting ready to go bale Right there's the tractor and the baler. We're getting ready to go over there and fuel it up, get it ready to go. I rolled about 37 rolls yesterday, first rolling of the year. We did some square bales about 3 weeks ago. They went really well, doing some square bales for Isaac and trying to help him make a little income off the farm. And so it is peak hay season. Rain got us behind, but that's okay. Lord's giving us some good weather today and tomorrow and beginning of the week. So we're going to get this hay knocked out. Well, this is part of farming life. We're baling hay. See the baler right there? And one of the main hydraulic lines on this 5425 John Deere has been a great tractor, 2008 model. It blew out, don't know why. I got Daniel, went to the house, got Leslie's tractor. He's pulling this John Deere up here out of the way. We're gonna hook to the baler with the case tractor and we're gonna keep on baling. And then order parts to fix this one. So normal life in the day of a farmer, it don't break if you don't use it. It's just a little frustrating and a little costly. So hey, for you guys that like red tractors and not green tractors, don't give too much love to this video.
There's one thing in farming that you can count on. There's not a lot of things that you can count on, but there is one thing you can count on, and that is you will have breakdowns. Poor Bryant is experiencing this today. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I know he was in a hurry to get this hay baled before the rain came in. And he went out and was working hard. Daniel had raked it and they've been in the field working on something. They finally loaded the tractor or the baler. They just pulled everything back home. They've been working on it. I don't know if it's fixed yet or not, but we're gonna go see if he's in the mood for talking. We're gonna see what's going on. So hang on just a second. Before we go over there, let me show you my garden. Yes, we have several weeds that we're getting out. It has rained and rained and rained and rained and rained, and it's finally dried out, and now some more rain's coming, but definitely needs weeding. But the tomatoes are looking great. The green beans won't be long before I see runners, and we need to trellis those. And I'm gonna get out here tomorrow and in between the plants do some weeding and get this inner grass gone. Bryant did the tilling in between the rows, so now I got to go in between the plants and do a lot of weeding, but everything is looking really, really good, especially the weeds. Do you mind giving us a breakdown on what's transpiring here today?
Well,
with you and your sweaty self?
Like I told y'all in the field a while ago, the hose broke on the John Deere.
Oh, so you filmed some already?
Yeah, and I went and got the case, hooked it up to the baler. Now I'm having hydraulic problems on the case. I've got 10, 15 acres of hay still on the ground. It's clouding up, rain's coming. I called the guy that could possibly back up bale for me. He's busy baling. And so I'm getting ready to go to the drawing board.
What's the drawing board?
I got no idea.
So the last time they saw you, you were a bit frustrated.
Yes, I was.
So it's not always rainbows and sunshine on the farm, is it?
That's exactly right. Stuff breaks, you get frustrated, but hey, I handled it well.
He did, and he's able to fix things. So all he had to do was order a part.
It's on the way.
It's
Be
on
here
the way.
tomorrow.
So we're going to be good to go. Even if the hay gets wet, it's okay. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Could be worse.
And to end a great day, or a not so great day, we're going to end it on a great note. We're going to meet with our church family for Grub Club. That's where we meet once a month. We just go out to eat.
Yep.
And
our philosophy is we meet, we eat.
Meet, we eat. So we're headed here to a classic. The name of the restaurant is The Classic. They have a big buffet. It's here in Denton, North Carolina.
And she'll film the buffet for you.
Yep, I'll film it and let you see everything. Let's go in. It is the next day, and guess what? I forgot to go in and film the buffet. So anyway, let me tell you what was on the buffet. I know I'll forget something because I didn't get something of everything, but they had green beans, they had corn, they had llamas, they had pinto beans, they had mashed potatoes, they had macaroni and cheese, they had boiled whole small potatoes, they had stewed cabbage, they had collard greens, they had fried chicken, they had pork chops, fried pork chops, they had country ham, they had some kind of like a barbecue almost, I'm not sure what it was, but it was like a shredded meat. They had like a country style steak and gravy, and they had fatback, and they had cornbread, and they had biscuits, and maybe a roll. So anyway, it's a great place to go. Then of course they have a full-blown cold salad bar where you have your lettuce and all your salad fixings. Then you have cottage cheese, peaches, tuna, macaroni salads, all your kind of cold things. And then they have a dessert bar, which I didn't even go to the dessert bar, but I failed to video it, and that was my intention the whole night, and I didn't video anything, but I do have some pictures of the fellowship. And that's what happens. You go in and you start fellowshipping, and that's just what happens. So let me insert a few pictures here. I'm not going to insert all of them, but I am going to insert a few. And then we'll walk out to see if Bryant's day is any better today. Bless his heart. Things do go wrong quite often on the farm. Things break down. If you use it, it's going to break. Cows get out. Something's going to break. So we'll head out there and see if his day is getting any better. Y'all, when it rains so much here, we just cannot get out in there, and the weeds just like, hello. So how are things going today, Bryant?
Well, very similar to yesterday. I hooked the case tractor up to the baler, and for some reason the hydraulics would not operate the door on the baler. So we got rain last night, so I had 10, 15 acres of hay that got rained on, that would not have got rained on, that would have gotten baled and been perfect if the John Deere hadn't have broke down, or if the case tractor had operated the baler correctly. So today's a little frustrating, but my part for the John Deere comes in today, so we'll get that back operable, and it will probably take till tomorrow, which will be Saturday, to get that hay dried from the rain so we can get it up and get it baled. That's okay. I'll keep it for myself for cow hay, so we'll be okay. But it's just one of those days on the farm, it seems like everything is broke. Got the tiller out to till the garden. It's running rough, trashing the carburetor or something, so didn't get the garden tilled. The power steering pump went out on the flatbed Ford, so it's sitting there. Got to put a power steering pump on that. So a lot of maintenance has got to take place this weekend. While everybody else is at the beach, I'm going to be here working.
Working. So it's a frustrating day, huh?
Challenging day.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a good, healthy lunch. How about egg roll in a bowl?
That sounds delicious.
Okay, will that put a smile on your face?
And a backflip in my step.
Okay, we'll see you when I get ready to cook.
All right.
So stay tuned for a little bit of commentary at the end of the video. We're going to go ahead and cook, and then I'll meet you out here for a little bit of commentary after the food. So Bryant has been trying really hard to lose a little bit of weight. So that may be what may be, you know, changing his mood a little bit. What is wrong with my face? I got a red splotch. Anyway, I'm just kidding. He is really handling this really well, let me tell you. And that's what happens when the Lord just changes your outlook. So, but I thought I would make him a good, healthy lunch. And this is something that even when he's could care less about being healthy, he just happens to be on that kick right now. But even when he could care less about that, he loved this dish. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to be healthy or not. This is a super good dish. And we're going to make egg roll in a bowl. So I'm going to get everything we need. I'm going to meet you over at the stove. I'll see you there. So for egg roll in a bowl, you can use whatever ground meat you want. But since Bryant's trying to be extra healthy, I did turkey. But you can use ground beef, you can use ground chicken, ground pork, whatever you want to do. In fact, ground pork would be super delicious. This is the exact recipe I make that I put in the egg roll wrappers and fry them. We're not going to put them in the wrappers and fry them for egg roll in a bowl, but it's the exact same recipe. So normally I'll take the meat out and then cook the cabbage, but I think I'm going to cook it all together. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in here. And I saw this when I was getting the garlic out, some ginger. So I thought I'd do a little sprinkle of ginger. You know, that's kind of a Asian-y. And I'm going to put in a little bit more. I fried the turkey in some toasted sesame oil. I'm going to put a little bit more now. And then once I put this in, I may coat it again. This is a bag of tricolor coleslaw mix. All right. So we're going to get that in there. And like I said, I'm going to put just a little bit more of the toasted sesame oil in there. And I'm going to let this kind of cook and wilt down and stir it. Turn my burner back on. I kind of want the cabbage down on the bottom and the meat up at the top. So that's why I'm flipping it. It's really just mixing it, but that's okay. Now you don't need to salt and pepper this because we're going to add soy sauce and that's going to add plenty of sodium. If you don't like using soy sauce, you can by all means use, this is a cabbage core. If there's anything like that, I just pull it out. If you don't like using soy sauce, you can definitely use coconut aminos. In fact, I started to get those, but then just went with soy sauce because I don't have any problems with soy sauce. It may make me retain a little bit of water, but nothing major. All right, so I'm going to put the lid on this. That just helps it sweat and shrink down a little bit. You want a little bit of bite left in the cabbage, but not a whole lot. So I'm going to put the lid on. I'll bring you back when it's ready. Just put the lid on, so it's gonna, you can see it already now starting to steam up in there, and so it's just gonna help it wilt down a little bit. I'll bring you back. We're gonna top it off with some sesame seeds and, and soy sauce. So I'll see you back in just a second. This right here is about how I like my cabbage. It's soft, but it's still got a little bit of crunch to it. So what we're going to do now, I've cut the burner off. This is a new thing of sesame seeds, so I need to open it. Oh, these lids that don't want to open drive me nuts. It says peel and lift, or lift and peel, or whatever, but it never works. So I'm going to top this off with a little bit of sesame seed. I'm going to put some more in just a second. But let's go ahead and I'm guessing about a 1/4 cup soy sauce. Maybe a 1/3. We're going to give that a nice stir. And after that stir, we're going to do another sprinkling of the sesame seeds, and it is ready for Bryant to come in and have a good healthy lunch whenever he wants some. Let me grab a fork. I'm going to give it a taste. I'm the taste tester today. Of course, Bryant will probably come in just a little bit. It's very hot. So good. It is like eating an egg roll. I mean, yeah, you miss the crunch of the wrapper. But oh my, it is so good. So very good. All right. I'll bring you back if Bryant comes in to eat this before I have to end the video and get it. I'm putting just a little bit more soy sauce in here. All right. It's ready. All right, I'll see you back. I'll come back and say bye if Bryant don't come in and taste this before I have to end the video. So hang tight. Well, Bryant is back in, and he's eating his egg roll in a bowl.
Eating healthy today.
But you know what? Even when you're not eating healthy, you like this dish.
This is delicious. I don't care who it is. The flavors just meld together perfectly. You get that meat, you get that crunchiness of the cabbage, and the savory taste of that soy sauce, and it is delicious. You cannot go wrong this right here. I could eat this every day.
Every day with no guilt.
Every day.
No guilt that the chocolate pie gives you, right?
I have to repent on that one. It's delicious too.
All right, guys, I'm going to come back and say goodbye in just a second, and we'll have a little chat on the front porch.
See you guys.
Okay, guys, so if you don't get anything from this video, yes, it was all about the frustrations of farming, but I don't want that to be the focus. I want to be the focus of turning your frustrations into a blessing, because listen, I am thankful that we have the tractors that gave us problems. I am thankful that we have the farm that we have to have tractors on the farm that give us trouble. They're all blessings. These are just minor setbacks. The big picture is the big blessing. You know, guys, I've been having a little bit of hip pain since I've lost the weight, and things have shifted and they hang in different areas and I'm not used to it. So I've been having a little bit of muscle pain in my hip, but I'm thankful I have the muscle in my hip to hurt. I am thankful that I lost the weight to cause the issue. We can take every frustration we have and say, Lord, it's really a blessing. You know, let's say you have a family member who frustrates you to death, but be thankful you have the family member to frustrate you. Every frustration needs to be turned back into praise for the Lord, because He has blessed us. So, yes, things are going to happen. They're going to frustrate you. They're going to sour your mood a little bit. We're all human. We're all flesh. We have that emotions and stress levels and so forth. So, yes, things will happen and sour us. But when we really focus and tell ourselves, you know, I'm blessed. I am so blessed. Even these problems are a result of a blessing, and the blessing is the main part. And so we are too blessed to be stressed. So if you take anything at all away from this video, that's what I want you to take away, is that we are blessed, and every frustration that comes our way, remember to turn it back to the Lord in praise and say, Lord, Forgive me for allowing my eyes to get fixated on the problem. Help my eyes to be fixed on you and the blessings that you bestow. And you know what? Even if it's hard to see the silver lining here on whatever situation you're walking through, He's always worthy of our praise and glory, and He is always worthy, and He's who our eyes should be fixed on. So, all right, enough preaching from Leslie. So, all right, guys, I will see you next time on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I know this has been a different little video, but hey, I hope you enjoyed the egg roll and bowl. So easy and fast to whip up, and you, like I said, you don't have to be trying to be healthy for it to be good, because he will ask for that even when He's not trying to be healthy. So, all right, I'll see you guys next time on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.